another favorite Ask Me Anything live stream is here. So guys, for the next, I don't know, 15, 20, 30, 70, 100 minutes, I don't know, I will be here answering your questions. So feel free to write your questions into the chat and I'll be happy to answer them live like this. Can be anything related to moving to the Czech Republic or living here as a foreigner. So anything immigration related, visa related, residence permit related, or business related, how to start your business, how to get a trade license, what taxes to pay, all that. Health insurance, finding accommodation in the Czech Republic. All these topics are open. Said, hi. Mukul, hello. 3 minutes with Karim. Hayan, how are you? I'm good. Nice to see you, Karim. It's good to see you haven't increased the minutes or decreased. I don't know. So it's good to have you here. Ipshit. Recently, I lost my mother and I'm thinking to invite my father as a dependent visa. So he is 80 years old. Is it possible based on insurance? First of all, sorry to hear that, Ipshit. And yeah, if you have a single parent, then you can bring them here, especially if they're above 65, I believe. So if he's 80, then it's definitely possible. 3 minutes with Karim. Hayan, I'm in Prague now. Okay, where are you staying? I'm not sure if it's gonna be, probably not. I would show you the castle view, but it's night, so, or at least dark outside, not night. So it would probably not be visible. I don't know. Chesetu, okay. So it worked out. Good. So what are your first thoughts of Prague or Chesetu in general? Oh, guys, for those of you who are joining, this is an open live stream, so it's not me just like chatting here or saying something. I will be happy to answer your questions if you have any regarding immigration to the Czech Republic or living here. So starting a business, getting health insurance, finding accommodation, getting visas, all that. Saeed Akramuddin, is it possible to work in Switzerland with a Czech passport? Yes, that's completely fine. Chamuki Bazuki, has it been snowing? I would not really call it snowing. We've seen some snowflakes, but not really like a snowstorm or anything like that. Ipshit, he is single parent. I'm the only son and I need your help very soon this summer. We'll be happy to help. Yeah, that should be relatively straightforward. Usually the problem with bringing parents is that they need to be solitary and they need to be like sick or like they need support from you, which is usually not the case, because if you've been living here for 5 years and the parents were living there, probably they don't need your like daily care. But in this case, that should be doable, because if he's single parent, if he's 80 years old, then I don't see much of a problem there. And is it real, the number like 60 here? Guys, that's great. So this is a live stream about Czech immigration or living in the Czech Republic. So if you have any questions related to that, ask me and I'll be happy to answer. As for example, John Rihacek, my Czech grandparents emigrated to USA 1895 and 95 as Austro-Hungarian. That's great. Have you visited the Czech Republic already? Rayashi Chakraborty, hey, I'm from India. Hey Rayashi, thank you for joining. MCH, salam, hello, hey, thank you for joining, guys. Fox TM, hey guys. 3 minutes with Karim. Yes, I went to Charles Bridge yesterday to see the Christmas lightning. I was to thank you for all the information you provided. Happy to help. If I helped you get here, that's perfect. I'm happy to hear that. Hope you'll enjoy. Good time to come on Christmas or during Christmas. Good time to come any other time of the year, but this is great anyway. Flower girl. Hello, I'm subscribed. Thank you very much. Hopefully this channel will be helpful for you. Said Akramuddin, best website or books to learn Czech language. We actually have, we've been working with 2 language schools, or actually a couple, maybe 3 or 4 even. So if you just get in touch, send us an email or a message somewhere, and I'll be happy to send you details of the schools we work with. So there are some online resources, like an online school where you can learn online. We help create some work packages, let's say, related to immigration and starting a business and housing. So we have like 3 custom-made packages there, and we also work with some other schools. So I'd be happy to send it your way. Shivam Karutkar, hi bro, I'm support for you. Thank you very much. John Rehacek, they were Czech citizens. They were citizens of the old empire. As a grandchildren, would I qualify for Czech citizenship? Technically speaking, yes, that's the last where you can apply. So either parents or grandparents. And that's where it ends. If they, like, your great grandparents were Czech citizens or like Czechoslovak citizens probably, then it would not work. But for grandparents, that's fine. But we don't really deal with that much. We've done multiple like citizenship applications, but usually with people who've been living here for long enough, which is generally 10 years of continuous residence permits. We didn't do any like citizenships by ancestry. Ipshit, yes, I'm going to support, and I have my own company like Icho, so my father will be staying with me. I'm planning every summer, every year, and winter I'll be staying in India. Okay, that might be a bit tricky, but yeah, get in touch. We'll be happy to discuss and help you with that if it's feasible. Kamal Mohammed, Merry Christmas, Jan. I registered for a trade license, but I received a paper from tax office saying my registration is not possible, something about change from 24. That if I already pay taxes. Yeah, well, what changed in 2024 was that you don't need to get registered anymore. On the other hand, if you don't get registered, you will not get a tax number, or you will get it, but you will not know it. So you still need to kind of register and get the tax number, but they don't do it as a registration. They do it as, okay, we tell you your tax number. Neke, hi Neke, Shivam, there no like done, bro. No worries. I'm happy if people stay here and if the content is helpful. So no likes needed. Pravin Dangar, hi sir, hi Pravin. Selin C, hello, hi Selin, thank you for joining. Anandu Sivanand, I have DHL 2 years work permit. What's the possibility to get an appointment in Delhi Czech embassy? Well, it depends. DHL is big enough to be part of some of the governmental programs. If they are, then the embassy will contact you directly and they will offer you an appointment. It can be like 1.5 years from now, but that will happen. If they are not part of a governmental program, then you will never get an appointment because there are no available appointments outside of the governmental programs. Nekeb, India. I have plenty of Indian followers, so I'm familiar. Zinat Omar, hi Zinat. Mariana Antonetta Baselan, it was my birthday yesterday. Okay, congratulations, happy birthday. Then that's my gift. Deborah Clara, hello, hi Deborah. Dishes Hub, hi Dishes Hub. This I will not read. Maybe Ramesh Konidela. Happy Christmas to you. Dishes Hub, how are you? I'm good, I'm great. I'm in the office, so enjoying the Christmas with our Christmas tree here in the office. La la la. How are you? So Dhaval Parmar, Jan, Merry Christmas, same to you. Hope you're doing well. My question is, I got rejection 2 times, so if I will apply 3rd time for visa for the study purpose, what is the chances this time to get visa? It's hard to say because I don't know why you were denied. That's very important. If you were denied because you're an internationally wanted terrorist, then you will never get a visa. Makes no sense to try. If you were denied because you falsified some documents, probably makes no sense to try again because you will be denied again. If you were denied because you didn't have motivation to study here, that can potentially be changed. But more times you get denied, the harder it will get. Johnny Hajek, yes. I have second cousin in Praha. I visited once. Oh, that's great. How did you like it? Would you consider moving back here to your ancestors' homeland? Reka Sharma Shimla. Hello. Hi, Reka. Hi, Suhil Madhi. I'm planning to visit late spring 2025. Okay. So you already answered that before I asked that. I love you. Is that a name or is that a saying? I don't know. Shivan Karutkar, where are you from, bro? I'm from India. Yeah, I'm from the Czech Republic. I'm based in Prague, and I'm co-owner of Move to Prague Relocation Services, which is an immigration and relocation agency helping people move to Prague, obviously. India, Cristiano Ronaldo. Where are you from? Dishes, Hub. I'm from the Czech Republic, Prague. John Rihacek, thank you. Indra, good night, mister. Hello, Indra. Ala Omar, do you know how much money I need in my bank account to apply for a job-seeking visa? Generally, for employment-related visas, you don't need any funds in your bank account because the proof of you having enough money or making enough money is your employment contract. Cristiano Ronaldo million times. Naruto 7, hi buddy, hi Naruto. What's the best place to live in Czech Republic? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Like most people would prefer Prague because that's where everything is. Most work opportunities, most restaurants, most bars, most places to visit, most museums, nature all around, the metro. Everything's here. But we had a client who wanted like specifically to live in the smallest possible village. Because he just wanted to be with his family in a house and they didn't want to be disturbed and anything. So it depends on what you're looking for. Venkat, hello Venkat. Someone really loves Cristiano Ronaldo here. Shivan Karutkar. Osir, I'm say 3 no like done. Okay, bro. 3 no like done. Not sure what you mean. Reka, I live in India. That's perfect. On display, hello, hi on display. I love you. Is it for me or is it for Cristiano Ronaldo? Or do you think I'm a Cristiano Ronaldo? Vina Nicoli, Vina from Nigeria. Thanks for all the information you've been providing. My pleasure. If you have any question, please ask. Tips and tricks, hello. John Rihacek, great. Kabir Adesina, good evening. I just did interview for family reunification at Czech Embassy in Nigeria. Please, how soon can I get the visa and how can I track my application? Well, it depends if you did interview or if you submitted the application. And it also depends if you submitted an application for a long-term visa or long-term residence permit. I did a video which explains the difference. So if you go to my channel somewhere, I don't know where you need to click somewhere and you'll get there. And just search for family reunification. You'll find a couple of videos. And I also have a video which is called The Biggest Lie in Czech Immigration. And that's about how long it takes to get a decision. So watch that for sure as well. As for tracking your application, I have a video about that as well. But the main prerequisite of that is that you got the application number from the embassy. If you did, then you can just go to the website of the Ministry of the Interior, frs.gov.cz, and maybe they've changed the address, but yeah, and then you just put the application number into the system and it shows you the status. But it only shows you like not found, in process, approved, denied. You cannot find any more information than that. And neither the embassy can tell you. Chamuki Bazuki Jan, do you all help with apartment finding outside of Prague? Yeah, of course. That's not much of a difference from looking for an apartment in Prague. So of course we do that. Michi or Mickey 500, with my understanding so far about renewal of residence permit for business purpose, it really depends on the officer who will deal with my application. Well, it depends on two things. First, if you're making enough money on paper, because that's usually where people, if they deal with the application on their own, that's where most people get denied, because your taxes must show high enough income. And if you, for example, use this 60-40 method, then in most cases you don't meet the requirement, because like before the deduction, before the 60% off, you were making enough, but if you deduct 60% of that, the ministry only counts with that, so usually don't meet the requirement. So that's one thing. Second thing, often people have debts with Social Security in most cases, but in some other authorities as well. And that can also be a simple reason for a denial. So the residence permit is kind of more difficult to get denied because the decision-making officers must follow some laws. For the visa, they don't really have to. If they don't like you and they think that you don't want to get the visa really, they can deny it based on that. For the residence permit, they would need to have some like real reason to deny it. So yes, they can make it easy for you or very complicated for you. That's in their scope of abilities, but they cannot just deny it like based on some imaginary reason as they can with the visa. Is that correct? Yeah, just answered that. Sir, please welcome India. I always welcome India. We've had many clients from India. So thank you for joining from there. Tips and tricks. Hello, sir. This is Gajan Lal. I try in Czech Republic slot. I'm trying last 4 months, but did not get slot. Well, if you're from India or any African country or most Asian countries, you will most likely never get an appointment for an employment-related residence permits because there are no appointments available. John, I would only visit Czech. I'm still working and my children and grandchildren are in New Jersey. I have relatives in both Maslov and Kuzhelov, Morava 2, great site. Good, yeah, but you have 90 days to explore, which is usually enough, so that's great. Just come in, go in, visit in, that's good. And Morava, yeah, if you like wine and if you like slower pace of life, that's the perfect place to go. Engineer Liban, is there any quota for study visa in Czech? Not really. No, it just depends on how many applications the embassy can physically handle. Jill Sadaka, is this easy to open business for EU citizen? It depends. If you want to get a trade license, like become a self-employed person, which is usually enough for most people, it's relatively straightforward. The kind of complicated part is dealing with the Social Security, healthcare, income tax registrations, and with the data box. The actual trade license is not that complicated. If you need any help with that, just get in touch. We'll be happy to do it on your behalf completely or advise you. Shivan Karukar, what is your name in your country at this time, bro? Time, okay. What is your time? That would be weird to ask me about my name in my country at this time. I don't change names that often. But it's 7 o'clock, 7 in the evening. You Muslim? Nope, I'm not. Kabir, Adesina, please, what can I do in this case? I don't know what's the case. Let me see if I can real quick find Kabir. Family reunification. Well, you just need to wait for the family reunification. You just need to wait and see what happens. Because if you just submitted the application, that's still good. If they invited you for an interview, that usually means that there is some problem. So that would be worse. Mickey or Michi, 500, 60-40 is okay. I'm aware that minimum monthly income and other requirements, I'm all aware. But is meeting requirements enough in the end of the day to get approved? Yeah, for the residence permit, it is. For the first visa, they can deny it based on whatever reason they want, really. Because there is no legal right to get a Czech visa or the first application approved, actually. For the extensions, then it's governed by different parts of the immigration law and also by other laws. So they would need to have a real reason to deny you. Engineer Liban, I was waiting the letter of denied about 2 months as the embassy told me that they will send me after they got from MOI ASAP. Yep, that happens. Chamuki Bazuki, did you get anything cool for Christmas? I got a protein. Which is cool. And a matcha tea book. And that's all, I think. I don't celebrate Christmas, honestly, myself. 3 minutes with Karim. When I received my long-term residence permit, the consular officer asked me to go to the MOI within 30 days for biometrics. I got visa for 6 months as my passport has validity for 9 months. My question is, I will be there at Czech for the next 4 years for my PhD. When I will get residence card, how long MOI will give validity? As long as my visa? Have for 1 day. What you got most likely is the one entry visa, or is the entry visa, DVR visa, which only allows you to come here, but then you need to go and finish the residence card process within 60 days. If you don't do that, then you might actually be deported. So definitely go to the Ministry of the Interior and get your card done. As for how long they will give it to you, the maximum validity is 2 years. They usually, for students, they usually do it 1 year at a time. I've seen 2, that's the maximum anyway, but usually for students, it's one year at a time. Engineer Liban, is it possible to visit another EU countries through study permit for vacation, holiday? Yeah, if you have a long-term visa, long-term residence permit in the Czech Republic, you can travel to other Schengen countries for up to 90 days in the last 180. Okay, so it's tips and tricks will be the last question I answer. Then I'll go to sauna and we'll relax a bit. Goku, hello Jan. How much money needed for showing in bank balance for long-term visa for study of masters? Love from India. Generally equivalent to 120,000 crowns for a year. Jai Shri Ram, I don't know what it means. Papaji. Goku, happy Christmas, Jan. Thanks a lot for clearing all doubts. Appreciate it a lot. Happy to hear that. Happy to help. Tips and tricks. Hello, sir. I'm from India. Embassy taken my documents and they said mail through, limited slots available. But how can get long-term visa residency from India? I'm not exactly sure if I understand what you mean. But the whole channel, I've done, I think, like 400 videos already, and the whole channel is about getting visas or residence permits. So, and many of the videos are focused on India as well. So just go to my channel, go through the videos, and you'll find your answers there for sure. So I'll finish these 3 as well. Mandias. If I have permanent residence permit, can I live in another EU country? Yes. Then it depends on which one you have. But if you're a non-EU citizen, then you can live in other EU countries for up to 6 years and still keep the permanent residency. It doesn't mean though that you don't have to get any local residence permit. So if you move to Germany, most likely you will need to get a local German residence permit, but you can still keep the Czech PR. Karim, yes, does my passport validity create an issue? No, it doesn't really. Your passport must be valid anytime you do something with the ministry. So you go for the biometrics, or you pick up the card, or you apply for extension or whatever. But for the residence permit, it doesn't matter. It would matter for the long-term visa. That shortens the validity, but for the residence permit, doesn't matter. So the last question I'll answer, okay, these two, Brian Sesses and Sao John Hugana, and that's it, then I'm leaving for sauna. Brian Sesses, I have long-term residency. I resigned to my present job and I find new one, but I have gap of 3 months. Is there any problem during my renewal of my card? Depends on what kind of residence card you have. If you have an employee card, then 3 months means deportation. For the standard employee card, because you can only change employers within 60 days. If you have a free access to the Czech labor market, then it does not really matter that much. If you have a different type of residence permit, it also does not usually matter that much. So it depends on what kind of residence permit you have. Saujan, if I got 9 months permit in warehouse, is that seasonal? That's the maximum seasonal work. I don't see warehouse much as a seasonal work, but 9 months is the maximum of seasonal work visa. So hard to say. I would need to see the documents. And Michi 500, lastly, how do we know if I get 1 or 2 years on approval? Because it's up to 2 years. They give it to you for 2 years unless there is a reason to shorten it. So it depends on where are you from, let's say. One thing that can shorten the validity of the long-term residence permit is your health insurance. So if you have the public, then it doesn't matter, you get it for 2 years. But if you need to buy the private and you only buy it for a year, then the residence card will be shortened accordingly. So last thing, Olivia, Educare, then I'm leaving. I've said that 7 times already, but yeah. Happy Christmas, dear. In your video, you say that it's difficult to get Czech visa from India. Is it applicable for a person who got embassy appointment too? Well, if you already, the problematic part is getting the appointment. That's the most problematic part. So if you already got the appointment, you're good. From this perspective, then the approval depends. Of course, it's more difficult for Indians than for Americans to get the same type of visa. They question you more, you go through deeper interviews, they check your documents more carefully. So yes, even then it's more difficult than for other nationalities. But in India, the major problem is getting the appointment. So if you already have it, you should be definitely better than others. Okay, guys, thank you very much for being here on this Christmassy day. It's still public holiday in the Czech Republic. And yeah, thank you for joining. I will see you again Monday, Thursday, until the end of the world. Good night, Merry Christmas, or just happy day ahead. Bye.